Hey guys, it's me King Diablo, and in today's video I'll give you a detailed review on the scales of the new Drakania class. This is the first scale for Drakania class and it's called Draconic Shockwave. This scale has forward guard but it's not applied in arena. Also, this forward guard can be switched to super armor by activating its flow. This skill does knock back on successful hit and recovers 10 mana points. Also, it has a movement speed reduction flow and an attack power increase flow. This is a close to mid-range skill and is good for mass PvP. It's also good for boss rushes and PvE farming. This is the second skill for Drakania class and it's called Repentear. This skill does daze on first hit and knockback on last hit. It also recovers 10 mana points on hit. Flows of this skill include an attack power reduction flow and a defense power increase flow. This is a close range skill and can be used for PvE farming. This is the third skill for Drakania class and it's called Brimbold Tempest. This skill does knock up on successful hit and recovers 10 mana points. The flows of this skill include an attack power increase flow and an attack speed reduction flow. This is a close range skill and can be used in PvE farming. This is the fourth skill for Drakania class and it's called Brimbold Wave. This skill has super armor but it's not applied in arena and it does knock down on successful hit. Also, the damage of this skill increases when the Ionic Charge passive skill effect is active. The flow of this skill can be activated to do an additional attack that deals the same damage as this skill, has super armor but it's not applied in arena and does knock down on successful hit. The other flows of this skill include a burn effect flow and a HP recovery flow. This is a mid-range skill and can be used effectively in both PvP and PvE. This is the fifth skill for Drakania class. This skill has super armor and does turn on first hit and daze on last hit. The flows of this skill include an attack power increase flow and a critical hit chance reduction flow. This is a good skill for PvP and PvE and can be used to start the combo in any PvP. But the issue with this skill is that it's very slow. The range of this skill is also very low, which is also an issue in PvP. This is the sixth skill for Drakania class and it's called Wings of Rain. This skill has super armor and does knock up on successful hit. You can keep the skill icon pressed for longer to charge the attack of this skill. Charging this skill increases its attack by 5%, which stacks up to 3 times. Also, while charging, this skill has grab immunity and the PvP damage received by your character will reduce by 30%. When the passive skill effect is active, it increases the damage of the skill by 5%, and also when an enemy is using forward guard and you use this skill fully charged, it deals up to 33% damage to enemy by breaking its forward guard, but it's only applied when the passive skill effect is active. The range of this skill is slightly above medium range and it's a very good skill for both PvP and PvP. The damage it deals is huge. The flows of this skill inflicts bleed on enemy and reduces the defense power. This is the 7th skill for Drakania class and it's called Dragon Glide. This skill has invincibility but it's not applied in arena. Also you can charge this skill by consuming 30 mana points to increase its movement distance. The flows of this skill reduces the cooldown of this skill by 2 seconds and increases its movement speed. This skill also enhances dodge, which I think means that it increases the iframe duration of dodge skill. This is a good skill to use in boss rushes and mass PvP. This is the 8th skill for Drakania class and it's called Azure Claw. This skill has super armor but it's not applied in arena and it does daze on successful hit. This skill also recovers 10 mana points on use. The flows of this skill reduces the attack speed and movement speed of enemy. It's a close range skill and can be used for PvE and PvP. This is the 9th skill for Drakania class and it's called Marthanan's Flight. This skill has super armor and it does knock up on first hit and bound on last hit. This skill also recovers 10 mana points on hit. The flows of this skill reduces the cooldown time of this skill by 3 seconds, inflict burn on enemy and increases the range of the skill. This is a close to mid-range skill and can be used in PvP and mass PvP. It can also be used for boss rushes. This is the 10th skill for Drakania class and it's called Ground Zero. This skill does knock up on hit and recovers 10 mana points. The flows of this skill reduces enemy defense power and increases your critical hit chance. This is a close range skill and can be used in PvE farming. This is the 11th skill for Drakania class and it's called Stormheart. This is the buff skill for Drakania class and you can use this to activate the Ionic Charge passive skill. This is the basic attack of Drakania class. This is the passive skill for Drakania class and it's called Ionic Charge. This passive skill effect can be activated by using Brimbold Wave and the Wings of Rain skill and it lasts for 10 seconds. It consumes 50 mana points to be activated. This passive skill effect increases the PvP damage and the damage dealt to monsters by 8%. Also, if you use the Brimbold Wave and the Wings of Rain skill while this passive skill effect is active, it activates another effect that increases all the buffs of the Ionic Charge passive skill by 200% and removes any harmful status effect like bleed, burn, etc. Overall, this class is quite balanced as it does have high damage scales and a lot of immunities, but it compensates for the slow speed it has. This is the dodge animation for a Drakania class. Now let's see the Black Spirit scales for Drakania class. Also, if you want to see the PvP of Drakania class, I have already done a video on it on my channel, you can check it there. So if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. I will see you in the next video.